we often think of the ocean's inhabitants as existing in a world apart, an alien realm driven by instinct, untouched by the complexities of human interaction. Most of us assume that fish, unlike mammals or birds, operate on pure reflex, with little capacity for recognition, learning, or individual decision-making. But a fascinating new study is challenging that assumption, revealing an unexpected level of awareness in some wild fish. Scientists working at a marine research station in the Mediterranean have discovered something remarkable. Certain wild fish, specifically 2 species of seabream, are capable of recognizing individual humans. Not only that, but they can form associations based on prior experiences, something we often attribute to animals like dogs, dolphins, or crows, but not to fish. A curious experiment begins. This breakthrough came from a simple but carefully designed experiment. One of the researchers, marine biologist Katinka Soler, began regularly feeding a group of wild seabream near the research station. At first, she wore a bright red vest, making herself an easily identifiable figure in the otherwise blue and green underwater world. The fish quickly began associating her presence with food, swimming toward her whenever she appeared. But then, Katinka made things more challenging. She gradually removed the bright vest, replacing it with plain diving gear that blended into the surroundings. She also stopped carrying visible food, introducing a new rule. The fish would only be rewarded if they followed her for a full 50 meters before receiving their meal. At this stage, the fish had a choice: continue following a diver without any immediate sign of food, or abandon the effort. Incredibly, many of them adapted to the new conditions, demonstrating a capacity for learning that went beyond simple stimulus response behavior. Over just 12 days, something even more surprising happened. Around 20 fish became regular followers, shadowing Katinka every time she entered the water. Some displayed distinctive markings, making it easy for her to recognize them individually. She even gave them names: Bernie, Alfie, and a few others, based on their unique patterns and personalities. The real test: do fish recognize humans? The most revealing part of the experiment came next. To determine whether the fish were actually recognizing Katinka as an individual or simply following any diver in hopes of food, a second researcher, Milan Tomasik, joined the study. He wore diving gear similar to Katinka's, but with subtle color differences. The 2 divers entered the water together and then swam in opposite directions. Only one of them, Katinka, had the food reward. At first, the fish seemed confused, following both divers equally. But by the second day, a pattern emerged. More and more fish were choosing to follow Katinka over Milan, demonstrating that they had learned to associate her specifically with the food, rather than just responding to random divers. To push the experiment even further, the researchers decided to make things even more difficult. They had both divers wear identical wetsuits, removing any obvious external cues. This time, the fish struggled to distinguish between them, following both divers at equal rates. This strongly suggested that they were not recognizing human facial features or body shape, but were instead using colors and other visual cues on the diving suits to identify the specific human they associated with rewards. What this means for our understanding of fish cognition. As one of the researchers put it, it was like they were studying us, not the other way around. This experiment provides a rare glimpse into the cognitive abilities of wild fish, proving that they are far more perceptive and intelligent than previously thought. The fact that these fish could learn an association, distinguish between individual humans, and adjust their behavior based on visual cues suggests a level of cognitive processing that many would not expect from fish. It also challenges the long-held belief that only mammals, birds, and certain invertebrates possess advanced learning abilities. This research raises even bigger questions about how fish interact with their environment. If some wild fish can recognize specific humans, could they also recognize other creatures in their ecosystem? Could this ability play a role in predator avoidance or social dynamics within their schools? A window into the minds of marine life. The underwater world remains a place of mystery and wonder, full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. This study serves as a powerful reminder that marine life is not as simple or robotic as we once assumed. Even creatures as seemingly unremarkable as seabream may possess cognitive abilities that allow them to navigate and adapt to their environment in surprisingly sophisticated ways. So, the next time you look out at the ocean, remember, the fish below might be watching you too, perhaps even recognizing you.